Good evening, race fans, and welcome to the Duck Boot Camp race number 202. Oops, all loose. My name is Softnum, and I am joined in the booth by Mecklin. How are you doing today, Mecklin?
Doing pretty good tonight. How about yourself?
You know, I'm doing all right. What do we make of these parties here?
This looks like some interesting stuff. Uh, so Chanigan taking a black belt and a red mage. Reasons for fun. No, the black belt has hurt all and plus 20 vitality. The hurt all is going to, as far as I understand, only affects weapon attacks. It may affect unarmed, but I'm not certain of that. Possibly Ale could help us out with that, our tracker tonight. The red mage has the Sage Blessing, which will have access to all white and black magic with the appropriate permissions to the promotion. So pre-promotion will have all of the black mage and white mage, and post-promotion will have access to every spell in the game. Plus 10 hit percent is also pretty nice because red mages can swing some pretty nice swords like the ice sword, the flame sword. What else we got is Tele Magic and 80 HP fighter. Tele Magic is always very nice, especially on your melee carry. And with a boost to 80 HP, that's going to be a very thick tank as we progress the game. Our thief, we see a few thieves. Nothing too much. Resist earth, time, poison, which are actually pretty nice. They're instant death kills, so it's pretty nice. Our thief, our runner, utility class has that resistance. It also has equipped bonks and helmets, which I mean it's a nice for some absorb. We can equip like some opal gear if we find it early on. White mage coming with nuke magic and plus 10 vitality. We'll have 2 charges of nuke to just throw out there wherever we want. And then the black mage comes with a learn slow plus absorb, which I think is plus 40 absorb, and then 40 HP. So the black mage is not going to be like the thinnest of classes if we can find slow, but it's still going to be pretty soft to hit. Probably going to be face down quite often if we take it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have different parties across the screen here. Black belt red mage, fighter rainbow, thief rainbow. No, not thief rainbow.
Yeah.
No black mage on that party. And then the standard fighter thief white black. And the runners are off.
The white magic. Nothing really to white. How about Ice 2? It's a serviceable sweeper for the early game.
Yeah, it's doable. Matoya has the loot. What a wonderful hint. Is that one item you don't want to have to hunt down. Should probably note this is an Oops All Loose flag set. We do have shards and boxes. They'll be trapped behind local formations to the area. So any enemy mobs that you find in that area is what you're going to get. Aside from like the Cardia Isles where it'll be dragons, and inside of castles and caves. If there's no regular encounters, there's like a group of encounters. Usually like your standard like early enemies you'll find. Wow. Is that a crystal?
Crystal.
Wow. Well then, the game really wants us to have that loot.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't really help, but we're probably going there anyway, so...
Right, it's nice to have before we decide to go up there.
Yeah.
3 boxes. Early on, we don't have a whole lot of things to open, so we're going to see some kind of progression in some of these early boxes.
Yeah,
so yeah,
you're forced to.
Yeah. There's the 2 in Dwarf's Cave, there's the 3 here in Toph, there's the 3 in Matoya's, and then there's the Pirate, the King, the Princess, and then if we get an Adamant or a TNT, we have those turn-ins as well, or the key. The key gives us a few more.
Yep. And a house.
Yeah, free house is pretty nice. They looked like they were over 2,000 gold a piece. They're not cheap.
Oh. So everybody going and turning their key in. There's a shard.
It's like 2 shards.
Yep.
And a silver bracelet's pretty nice pickup.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah, it's some nice early game gear. It's gonna hold us up until we can find some better gear later on, but it's definitely worth an equip. 15 absorb is no joke early on.
So we're gonna nuke the oozes here because they are not reacting well to the bane.
They might resist if I don't remember for sure.
Yeah,
I know there's some weird enemy formations that resist Bane.
Right, because of what element it is. I don't remember what element Bane is.
Poison.
Yeah, so...
But we saw a defense sword being pulled out here. That is a nice find to pull early game. Defense sword giving us 2 casts of ruse. Plus it rolled up, so it's not like it's the worst sword in the game to swing.
Yeah,
we're hoping we'll find something better, of course, but it's doable.
And we probably will. I mean, we're opening a lot of boxes, but you know, it'll last us.
Oh yeah.
So is that no progression in Carnaria there?
Yeah, there was nothing, no progression there. So we're likely to see something here out of Matoya's cave.
Yeah. There's a shard. There's our loot, which is always nice to have, like to your point, but it doesn't really help us immediately.
No, it just helps us late game, so we don't have to hunt that down. Crown is nice, but we can't quite get there just yet. We are gonna need the ship or the canoe to get access there, since we do not have extended open progression turned on.
Yep.
I missed this in chat. Thank you, AL, for clarifying. Hurt all does affect unarmed and armed attacks, but so the black belt will get the extra elemental damage to every enemy.
Except chaos.
Right. Because chaos has no typing.
Yes. Vicky has a cabin.
Relatively cheap tents. It's good that we can grab a nice fat stack of those. See what our magic looks like over here.
Though. Life, good pickup. At level 2. Quadex. Lit 2, I guess.
Yeah, that's okay. Gives us another sleeper. Gives us some utility magic to use.
Oh, spell sorting is on.
Yeah, that's a fantastic flag.
Yeah.
Being able to rearrange your magic. Not having to walk back and forth between the magic shops. Oh, Chanigan, we should know that Bane's not going to work on these. Bane doesn't work on undead creatures. I guess a 3 and 256 could happen, but
Yeah, we just don't really have anything good for undead creatures.
no. Those
And we're gonna,
Wismonies hit hard.
yeah.
Oh, I saw a chain +3 armor in that armor shop there. That's pretty nice gear.
So did Tharner.
Yeah. You're gonna be opening up a lot of boxes, so you don't really need to go into weapon armor shops, but it is pretty nice to have some early absorb, and a chain +3 is some decent armor that's gonna last for a while.
Oh, so we're gonna come in here and we're gonna check. Oh, very nice. We're gonna just try our luck again. Yeah, I suppose so. Oh.
Yeah, I mean it's a thing. The slab is a thing.
Doesn't really help us, but you know.
No, and the likelihood of a turn-in of some kind of key item that we're gonna need being on that turn-in is just very unlikely, I would think. But you know, maybe it will end up having like our Oxia or Chime or Cube or something to get us in a bigger dungeon that's gonna have access to a lot more boxes. This is a shard out after all, and we do want shards. Alright, so Siberian making their way down into the Dwarven Armory. Gonna give us a look at these 8 chests here. That was an X-Cow.
Yep. A shard.
And more mummies.
Just unfortunate.
It really is. The magic that the game has given us this early, the free AoE sweeper that the game gave us, and 2 of our shard boxes being mummy packs, large mummy packs with a whiz mummy. Kind of a rude start.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's being pretty rude here.
Oh, I missed we picked up the ship. I guess that was in it was in this very first chest here. Okay, in Dwarf Cave. That makes sense.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Freedom! Thank you, Chanigan.
Now we can go buy some maybe useful spells. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. We'll see what Elflin has in store for us. Yeah, Nuke is good magic.
Exit's pretty good.
Exit is nice to have. There's Lit 3
Lit
too.
3.
Decent sweeper as well.
Better than... It's our best sweeper so far. It is level 4, which kind of stinks, but... Ooh, copper bracelets are cheap. They rolled plus
Saving
4.
calling out, we did get Nuke at level 3, so we did miss that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that is probably the best thing that we could hope for.
Yeah.
Copper plus 4
now
bracelet.
we're... Yeah, that's what I was saying. The copper plus 4s are 300 in that shop.
Oh, Nuke and Brack both available at level 3 magic.
Ooh. Harm 3 is not useless if you're carrying a white mage around.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice spell.
It's something for the white mage to do too. Like,
oh yeah,
it'll help with those mummy packs.
oh yeah.
Floater
that was
is
a
on the
hint.
second floor of Earth Cave.
That is a nice hint to have.
Yes.
And Astos is holding the herb. Also saw the TNT being pulled out of Elf Castle on Siberian side.
There you go. So we can go turn the big boomsticks in.
Yep, feels bad that most of us have already been down to the Dwarven Armory, but at the same time, with forward placement as our item placement turned on, kind of want to check those early turn-ins. It could turn into something like our canal, our canoe. Definitely something we want to go back for at some point.
So and
if
go
it's
back to
nothing...
Elfin Castle.
Yep.
But first, we gotta check these chests and these spike tiles.
More undead packs.
Yay, nuke.
Alright, Siberian heading into Marsh Cave. Gonna check the 4 chests on Marsh Top. Nice quick checks. You can just reset out of them if there's nothing important. No key items, no shards, no good gear.
And Tanyan not getting the nuke off on time for his black mage to stay standing here.
Yeah, that poor black belt's been taking a dirt nap.
Oh, yep. Tanyan heading down to Marsh. Going bottom first.
Yeah, it's interesting.
And you can do Marsh Locked too now. Ooh, Dragon Sword +2.
Yeah,
that'll be good
awful
for some of our runners.
Yeah, not going to do a whole lot for Chanigan. I mean, I guess we could put that on the red mage. Yeah, it's not often that you have the key this early that you can full clear Marsh and not have to memory hole those 3 chests and Marsh locked.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to take the blue D. Nope, okay, we're going to run. Never mind. We did think about it for a second.
Here we go. Ooh, Alright,
now that's a tile that we could sit on for a little bit.
And the canal.
Well, that gets us out of our inner sea. Still doesn't give us too much access to anything else. The first 3 floors in Earth Cave, which sure we can go check them. I believe we have exit, so we can get out of there. relatively quickly if we don't find the rod on the way down, but it does feel bad having the double dip Earth Cave if something ends up landing on Earth 4. Not really too
Yeah,
concerned
but it
about.
may be. Ooh.
Oh, what in the world? I don't think Channing can equip that.
He did.
He
I
did?
swear.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
It looked like he put it on the red mage and then didn't equip it.
He definitely put it on the red mage, but I'm pretty sure he went down and equipped it too.
Okay.
I guess we'll see here in a second. No, we won't.
That black belt is punching hard already.
I know.
That hurt all property coming into play. I believe we get that
Yeah.
extra 30 on every hit, so it's going to make that black belt do a lot of damage.
Yeah. Fiends are gonna explode.
Yeah.
Channing gonna go ahead and check marsh top after saving outside because we found some great stuff.
Yeah.
You know, that's not a bad sword.
The falchion +5 or whatever, +4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an alright sword. It can do some damage.
I mean, for early game anyway, like wouldn't want it in Topher, but
Right. I mean, I've seen silver knife +5 on chaos, so
yeah, anything's possible, one supposes.
you get enough temper bonks, anything's good enough. Yeah, bottle, adamant, canal, massa +3. All things we found inside of Marsh Cave. Marsh Cave stacked tonight.
Yeah. Kind of surprised we're not turning that adamant in before coming over here. Life 2, nice find.
Oh, was that red mage learnable too?
Well, the sage is on, right?
Oh, that's right. Sages. Yeah. So it is learnable by that red mage. Yeah. I forgot. Also, nice hint. Telling us about our key on the king. Apparently, we missed also. Fast was also level 5.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I totally missed the black magic.
Same.
Oh, Siberian Bull taking a grind on the eye.
Yeah, they're paper thin. They're gonna go down very quickly.
Yeah.
And the alright experience as well. Our experience scaling is tied to shards, and it's roughly about 1.5% per shard. I think our max is like 37. It's just under 40% additional scaling. But we're going to be opening up a lot of chests for enemy encounters, so we'll probably end up getting a lot of our experience from there. But
Yeah.
taking an early grind on your melee character is probably not the worst play. It gives you some padding for the later dungeons.
Yeah. I admit I'm a little bit surprised the mages are on the ground. I mean, the levels would be nice, but I realize it makes it take a while, but
Yeah, having nuns or dead party members definitely makes the low scaling experience go a lot further.
and there's the hinted floater.
Yep, still looking for a canoe so we can get access to that.
Yeah, we don't have any of the early docks on in the outer kind of ocean.
And are getting that awesome hint that the key is on the king.
Yep.
Thank you, Melman Hint Giver.
That hint was key locked, in fact.
Yeah. It actually, yeah, I guess it would be, huh?
Because the canal came out of Key Lock Marsh, so.
Oh, that's a big find for Thanar. Turned in the herb, which became the ruby, which got us to our canoe.
Very nice. So now we can go and we can fly. Too bad airboat's not on.
Airboat is the best boat.
Airboat is a really good flag.
I get very sad whenever it's not turned on.
I
Oh,
know,
look, there's the rod on the adamant.
Oh, that stinks. But whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
it's really kind of hard to be that upset about that. And so Saber Amble's going to pick up their rod.
What was a katana +3 pulled out of the same room with the floater?
Oh, nice.
That was a very nice sword.
Chanigan's heading in to raid the rest of Earth here. Still needs to turn in the herb.
Yeah, probably hoping that we'll just find the canoe along the way down here. But
Yeah.
the game had other plans for us tonight. Oh no.
What?
Oh, it looks like Thanar took a wipe and didn't save after getting their items out of Titan's Trove.
Oh. I didn't notice this was the second time in.
Oh, reset too quickly. I have been there and done that plenty of times. So we're gonna have to go back down and get the floater and katana as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
that stinks.
I've definitely been there before. Your fingers just want to hit the reset button before you actually hit the save button. But Shanigan's black belt has just been a veritable punching bag this entire time.
Yeah. The Oxyale.
Oh, was that I guess that'd be on the Rodlock floor.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in Earth Armory, as it's sometimes known.
That gives us access to a dungeon with a decent number of checks in it. Also, the Fiend at the end will give us an additional 4 shards if we choose to take it.
Yep. We're looking for 24 tonight, I believe the flag said. So, you know.
Yep.
There's 12 just kind of quote unquote free there on the board. 2 for each of the first 2 fiends, and then 4 for each of the last 2 fiends. We have long Topher on tonight, unfortunately.
Very unfortunate.
I think mid Topher could be standard Topher. Long Topher should only be for special occasions.
Rolling flag sets, challenges, meme runs.
Tri-stated, you know, like
Yeah, Tri-State Turnpike. Anybody? No?
I liked it.
I thought it was pretty fun.
I found 2 Thor hammers. Thor hammers could cast nuke.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that get picked up later, and I'm very sad that I missed it. But it was what it was. All right, so
Yeah,
Siberian
exactly.
gonna find the floater. Are we gonna check the other box and get the katana? Most likely. Inferno now pulling that Masa off of the marsh floor.
Ooh. Wow. This Chenigan duo here seems to be online.
Oh, did we just go through Lich?
Yeah. Yeah, Lich is gone now.
Oh, wow.
There is none more of Lich.
All right, let's see where Chanigan goes to try to find this canoe.
Elfin Castle looks like.
Yeah, there's only a few more checks available to him at this point.
We know he's going to end up having completely wrong ordered this, unfortunately, but that's fine. Chanigan will can do with the handicap, I think.
I think so. Fourth pillar ordeals maze. Called out in chat. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, that's the real ordeal. Oops. That was pretty lucky. Ooh, we got Cube.
Yeah, that's a nice find. We can get the chime that gives us access to Sky Palace and a ton of chests.
Why are... Okay.
We have a Masa +3, it's fine.
It's fine. The Argoyles aren't really hitting for anything, I guess. Fine.
We're just funneling the experience to our melee damage dealer, that's all.
The cutest little duck.
Chanigan in the air at 32 minutes and some change.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna check out Crescent Lake. I saw Pop the Bottle as well, so probably see him go down and check that real quick. We're
Who
venturing
phase
off
that
into the
six?
great unknown. Hey, the blacksmith has the rod.
Oh, nice.
Thanks, game. Map check. Gotta make sure we don't overshoot the peninsula down here.
Yep. Lock 2 and ice at level 7. There's the hit for the cube that specifically Thoraners already got.
Yup. Sometimes those hints are really nice, but it's mostly early
I mean, the
game.
floater hint was really nice.
Yeah. Floater hint telling us where our loot was. Those ones were very nice.
Yeah. I mean, the crystal having been in Toph kind of spoils that one a little bit, unfortunately.
Yeah, we're more likely to run into that anyway. It's not one of those turn-ins where you might decide to just fade for a while.
Yeah, it's not like it's on the second floor of Marsh, and then you know.
Yeah, there's a second Baden sword.
Oh boy, and a black shirt.
What's really nice is those experience chests that Chanigan's finding. They're roughly around 5,000, 6,000 experience apiece, and divided into just the 2 party members aside from the 3 or the 4. Goes a lot further than you'd think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're already almost level 20.
Ooh, and there's our tail. Not that I expect Chanigan to promote, but
I can't see it happening.
I don't know
We
why
found-
you would.
Yeah, we found Fast and Life 2. I think we've seen Cure 4 everywhere where our Sage can learn, so...
And the old men have some pocket change.
Robin Oldman over here.
Yeah. But it's just the pennies they've been collecting.
Pennies for the poor. Alright, Siberians stopping into Titan's Trove, picking up their canoe. They have their floater in hand as well, so they'll be able to get in the air here momentarily. Inferna making their way down through Earth Cave.
And the Sarda only dealing in wheat real estate here today, unfortunately.
We're stealing pocket change, now we're stealing houses. Oh, Chanigan ran into some metal slimes. Oh, that's the Agama tile.
Oh, nice.
That black belt is just getting pummeled to death, though, so I don't know if it's worth trying to take the grind on. This Wismummy pack might be better if we can get some decent Wismummies to show up every time.
Yeah.
But we're in our level 20s right now. I don't know that we're going to be taking too much of a grind at this point. The damage that we're already dealing with that black belt. Okay, so the only item realistic left out there is the chime.
Yeah.
Blocking us access into Sky Palace. If I had to guess, it would probably be down inside of Sea Shrine somewhere. Just based off of how the loose items are placed with the forward progression.
And I mean, it's kind of the safest bet, right? Because it's got the most chest density of what we as commentators haven't seen.
Right. We have Ice Cave and Waterfall left to check as well, which I suppose it could end up in either of those places too.
Yeah. I don't think Waterfall's like the worst place to end up. Inferno finds their floater.
Not a single marked box in this the large Cardia island.
Oh.
Chanigan looking to get some juicy dragon XP.
No boxes.
I mean, we
the
found
XP
quite a few
boxes aren't
experience
bad.
boxes. Yeah,
Yeah.
those are always nice.
Free experience is nice.
I will never say no to free experience boxes. Especially with a low man party like this.
Yeah, I mean, they're always really good for that.
Alright, Siberian Bull checking out our waterfall. It's quite a long walk for, I think it's 7 checks, 8 checks, something like that in here.
I think there's 7 boxes.
Does look
So
like
8
we have
checks.
a decent hero run. Alright, now does Chanigan go and visit the mermaids first, or do we go say hi to Kraken?
Looks like we're gonna go chest density.
Makes sense. Potential to find our last 4 remaining shards down here, and then go punch out Kraken, and we're in go mode.
Yeah. Oh. I mean, we need to find the chime still.
No, we don't. Only if we want to get in the
Oh,
sky.
that's right. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Shard hunt.
Sorry, Shard Hunt.
Yep.
I'm like, they need the air orb. No, they don't.
We can skip the air orb today if we so choose.
Yeah, probably good to do so.
All right, I see one marked box so far.
One. There's another one. There are two more. Far chest has a couple.
Yep. Oh, there it is. There's the last one. So that's 4 checks here, and then Kraken will give us our last 4 shards.
Yep.
Then we're going to get the news that there's no interesting boxes here, and Cardia as well. We're going to open a couple of them, though, just for fun. We're here. Why not?
Yeah.
Oh, Thanor has no picked up the rod. Or the
so adamant.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a bit rough for Thanor, I think. Not finding the adamant, which leads us to our rod, which will lead us to our Oxyale, which leads us to essentially the rest of the shard. I might still be able to find the remaining. There are, 32 or 36 chests that have shards in them. We only need 24, which means there are a number of chests out there that we could potentially find. Maybe diving into Ice Cave. And that looks like where Thanar is heading now, is Ice Cave.
Interesting.
I think there's somewhere around 20 boxes in Ice Cave. I don't know that that's going to be enough, though, to get us the remaining shards that we're going to need.
Nah, we're gonna need another dive somewhere. Unless we hit real big. I mean, there weren't very many in the cardios, so...
No.
There's one.
Now, if this is where Chime is, then we're okay, because then we can head straight to Sky Palace, and more than likely Sky Palace will lead to our remaining amount of shard boxes as well. The Siberian taking a peek on mermaids, stealing all of their treasures that they have worked so hard to collect. It does look like Chanigan is heading back into Marsh Cave, likely going back down for that eye tile.
Oh, yeah. Put the punch mage into business here.
Yeah. That was a roost stick out of Ice Cave. We already have the defense sword, but the roost stick is also very nice. Throw that on your life caster. Give you some additional evasiveness. Get that life caster through to chaos. And that's 3 marked boxes I've seen so far in Ice Cave. There is our chime. All right. So Thanar is going to be able to head to Sky Palace and get the rest of our levels, our shards, most likely from there.
Yep.
It looks like Chanigan is using the blue dragon to knock down the red mage. And there's the squint. So... okay. I wasn't sure if Chanigan was going to continue taking blue dragons or if we were going to actually head to the eye. I think it makes more sense to go to the eye. It's a lot more paper thin. It's a lot...
It's way thinner.
yeah. And knowing the blue dragon has squint on it, not something that we really want to sit on unless we have a ribbon. And even then, it's very scary. 3 and 256 is a real problem.
Yeah, when you have to face it, dozens of times.
And it looks like it's about the same amount of experience too, so...
yeah, it's not that much less.
Now, do we stop at 32, or do you think we're going to go straight to 42 with this?
I don't know. What's the next level we hit? Let's see. 27. I'm pretty sure that we're gonna go to 32. I don't think the scaling isn't really that high. It's at best 150%.
Right.
So I can't really see taking it to 42 in a race. Now, maybe he does 50 for the memes, but I don't know.
It feels like it's going to slow down quite a bit here. At two encounters, maybe 2.5 encounters per level, even with the 4,500 experience. Yeah, this is going to be 3 encounters a piece. So yeah, we might be stopping at 32 then.
Yeah. I just don't really see us doing that.
Yeah, I feel like 42 is kind of overkill at this point. We have the hurt all as well with the black belt, so like the main fiends are going to go down very quickly. Chaos is going to be the only bit of a problem, but we have fasts, so all right, looks like we stopped at 32. And again, heading back on out.
Yep. Unfortunately, can't pick that sage back up for the exit spell, so we're just gonna leave.
All right, so Inferno has made it. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying that Chanigan was kind of stocking up for his Topher dive here. Go ahead.
Yeah, that makes sense. No, I was just saying, Inferno picked up the airship, gonna head into Volcano, slowly making progress through. Inferno, from my understanding, has only played a handful of FFR seeds. So knowledge of the game not quite as much as some of our other runners that we might see, but still doing a very decent job of keeping up with the rest of the pack.
Yep.
Man, the armory, the volcano armory only having one shard is very saddening.
Chanigan breaks the slab for the first time at 52 minutes and, call it 25 seconds-ish.
Yes, they being a long Topher. The rudest of Tophers so far.
Yes. We don't have Proc Gen Topher yet.
I'm sure it's coming. I think a 50 floor deep dungeon extravaganza after you break the orb would be some fantastic stuff to see.
That sounds horrible.
Sounds fun.
Man, no.
You don't have to open any chests along the way, you just gotta find the
Well,
stairs.
I understand. 50 floors? I mean, that's a lot.
A lot of floors, but you want a long, long, long Topher.
Yeah, extra long Topher.
Ooh, there's a ribbon. I think that's the first ribbon we've seen all night. Picked up on Thanor's side in Sky 1.
Sky provides one, supposes.
I've missed it, and Chanigan is now on. Never mind, we are through Tier 2. We're gonna be on to Chaos here in just a
Cool.
moment.
That was quite a punch.
Yeah. Fight fast. Oh, 6 hits for 84. That's not promising. 11 hits, 287. This Chaos, very beefy.
Yeah. Ooh. 14 hits for only 616. Very absorby, too.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
Nuke takes it down. GG's, Chanigan.
GG's, Chanigan. Let's see if Chanigan is going to join us for the interview. And we are joined in the booth by Chanigan. Chanigan, how are you doing?
Hello.
GG's.
Thank you. That was something. We don't talk about the beginning. Beginning was just something that happened.
The mummy packs were rude.
Yeah. The mummy's Garland too, failing with the Bane sword twice. So that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate starting with a Bane sword as my AoE item.
Yeah, it doesn't help whenever you run into undead packs for the most part in the early part of the game too.
Yeah.
Just feels bad.
Yeah, it's just terrible.
Other than that, felt okay. I don't know. Did I tried the floater int was pretty big, but
Yeah.
it was at the same time a not big.
Yeah, having to track down that canoe.
Yeah, the canoe, which I had to go So what I wanted to do is just I add the floater, not the floater, the herb and TNT. I'm like, oh, I'll get those after I get the floater, but I forgot I didn't have the canoe, and the Ryukon Desert Dog wasn't on. So I'm like, got the floater left. I'm like, wait, I don't have the canoe. I can't do that. Let me go and do the TNT and and the adamant turn in. Well, there's the ruby. Well, I'm gonna go back there, and it was just awful.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, you pretty much, unfortunately, kind of wrong ordered that a little bit, but
Yeah.
it's fine. Turned
Oh
out
yeah,
fine.
yeah, it turned out fine in the end, and I'm pretty happy I didn't have to go fetch the chime.
The chime, yeah.
Yeah, at
Yeah,
least I
the
knew where
chime.
the cube was because of a hint.
Yeah, there was
Um,
the cube hit. But the chime was
Ice cave, yeah,
Ice Cave, yeah.
Yep.
yeah. No, I wasn't going there. No
Yeah,
way.
it's sort of a last resort sometimes.
Yeah. No, even going into Marsh, really didn't want to go there, but well, fortunately, I went there with for the eye,
Hmm.
and the blue dragon, which
Yeah, I saw you use that to take down your red mage.
Squint was pretty scary once I saw it. Thankfully, only got the my red mage which I wanted to down anyway. So
I thought that you had gone to the blue dragon intending to just stand the red mage, and then we're gonna
yeah,
plan on switching to the eye tile.
yeah,
But I guess
that was my plan,
okay,
and the glare just confirmed.
they just made it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always nice. I like the party comp that you went with.
Oh yeah. I like doing like weird party comps during those flag set. Makes it like can show how you can do pretty much anything with any party. Um, I almost debated doing solo black belt just because.
I think you're probably
Uh,
happy that you didn't
Yeah, I would
after
have gone.
how that early game went.
Yeah, with that Bane sword, like that would
Yeah.
have been awful.
Yeah, if you would have got a mage stick as the starting, I think solo
Yeah,
black belt could have been doable for sure.
yeah, pretty much any other item but the Bane sword
Yeah.
is decent for the for a solo black belt.
and meanwhile, Siberian Bull is checking the validation chests, but has open tofu.
Ah, should have checked. Forgot to check
Ooh, there's
those.
an opal
Opal
Cheerio.
bracelet. Yeah, it's a nice find. So just a note, off screen, we did have a few other runners. Saracen finished in first place with 50 minutes and 51 seconds. Fry Teeth coming in 9 seconds later. And then, Janigan third place. That's very close between Saracen and Fry Teeth.
Yeah, yeah, I might check the those VODs later. Really want to see how it went. But no, was fun. Was a fun race. Didn't look at the flags before the seat got rolled. Didn't even know it was no oops all loose.
What we're
Like I
racing?
knew
Sign me up.
nothing, and I just look at the flags real quick and like, oh, it's just Chardon. I'm fine. Let's go solo black belt and maybe a red wizard if I really want to. And Saracen says like, "Oh, it's oops, I'll lose too." I'm like, "Oh, wait, I need to change. I need to change my party now."
Okay, so I think Thanos is going to find the last remaining shard in here, and we'll be into go mode. Um, and Siberian Bull is now through carry
Yep.
onto the Kraken floor.
That early grind really kind of paying off, just able to transition right into Topher.
Yeah. Yeah, being down to the 2 melee in Marsh, allowing Siberian to just slay down a few eyes there, get up to I think we stopped around level 17 or 18.
Yep. Just enough to boost us along there.
Yeah.
Oh, long Topher, why do you still exist? I guess you have to experience long Topher to appreciate mid Topher.
Yeah.
Long Topher is a skill set. Yeah, I could see that.
I mean, yeah, sure. I'm not against it, I suppose, but
I mean, it's a lot of floors that you do have to map out and remember which way to go on which floor. Also, remembering which floors have which enemy packs.
yeah,
Do you want to try
that's
to
the
get
big
encounters
one.
on a specific floor? Do you want to try to avoid counters on another floor? Now that's just mean, Saracen.
Why would you do that? They're just ducks. Look at them. They're so cute.
What did they do to deserve this?
I know.
Are we talking Winter Tournament 2024 unrunnables? Only 16%. That's manageable.
Yeah, that's okay. Every once in a while, it's annoying. But the Topher Seafood Party Pack always manages to roll unrunnable.
Yeah, it's funny how that works.
You know, it's like hard coded in the code somewhere.
16% is more than in vanilla? Huh. Today I learned.
I knew it was more than vanilla. I don't know what vanilla is though.
I don't know. Anytime I played Winter Tournament 2024 flags quite a bit, and it's like it's not the worst amount of unrunnables. So
Yeah. I mean, it's fine. It affects the game.
yeah. Meanwhile, Thanar coming into Temple of Fiends while Siberian Bull has pulled a Chaos. And we are swinging a Masa with that fighter and nuking it down otherwise.
Oh, you're getting nuked down, unfortunately.
Yeah, I believe that was our Black Mage as well.
Yep, so we're gonna life up Mr. Black Mage.
Chaos must have rolled max absorb.
Yeah, that chaos was nuts. Like,
I
how
couldn't
does
believe
12
the-
hits?
The numbers you were doing on it. Yeah.
Yeah, 12 hits, like, not even 200 damage. I'm like, what?
Yeah, you had one that was like 14 for like
89 or something like
500.
that.
Yeah, it was
I
insane.
won't. Yeah, I'm like, Jesus, that. Almost feeling bad not having temper.
Right?
I don't know that we even saw Temper. It must have been Gaia or Lefane level 8.
And we must have missed where it got checked because I'm pretty sure somebody on stream checked everything.
Oh, Siberian has taken down Chaos. GG's.
GG's.
Siberian Bull.
Jeez.
Yeah. We are joined in the booth by Siberian Bull. GG's.
Thanks.
GG's.
Well, I kind of lucked out there.
Yeah, we were talking about that grind that you did on the eyes early on in Marsh Cave. Thinking definitely help out. Pad your HP pools there and pad your levels so that you don't have to stop and take a grind. You're already in your mid late 20s to just deal damage there.
Well, I stopped at 20 on the eye ground. It also helped that I found the masa down there instead of just leaving. So using my brain, it's like I have an exit still. I'm gonna go back.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I was trying to remember where I found I found the adamant in the top of my head because that took me to Earth to get the floater because doing all that and then deciding, you know what, I have an Oxyale because I went all the way through Earth because Oxy was on the second half of Earth. It's like, all right, I'm gonna do all the C, and the shards just came out at the right amount.
It's nice always how that works out sometimes.
The only thing I wish is, I see got the restream up on my phone here. That's the rat tail was found. I was like, I wish I found it so then I could have had my thief have its katana in hand. But oh well, it is what it is.
Yeah, tail was down in Volcano.
Oh yeah. Soon as I got that float, I was like, I'm not going to Volcano. I don't really need to because Canoe wasn't even over on that side. Or any part of the inner sea. I forget where Canoe was, but it wasn't anywhere where I was hoping it would be. So I was definitely not going to Volcano or Ice this seed.
It ended up being in Titan's Trove.
Yeah, same thing as like where Canoe was and having art. And I went to Titan's Trove after, or so it's like there was no reason in my mind to even go to Volcano, especially when I have an Oxyale, and my mind is like, well, maybe I'll get lucky and have enough strides coming out of the Sea Shrine. And I did.
Yep. Looks like Inferna's taking the same sort of deal here. You're in.
Ooh, Wizard with Nuke. I just saw that.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't have to deal with that, but that sucks.
I saw them once.
Yeah, they just cast fire and I was like, stop it, just go away.
Thanor pulling through Kraken. Moving on to Tia 2 here.
Yep.
Yeah, Thanor the only one I think so far that has found a ribbon.
Lucky him. I mean, the other upside of that about doing the grind was being able to buy all the pro rings and all the even though the gold hoops rolled down, it's like, I'm buying them anyway. I think the other thing that helped is these fiends also had their pole rolled down too, so kind of took away some of the pressure.
We're trying to bane Tia. I see. Tia's thin anyway.
That white mage is swinging the Masa too.
That's great.
I mean, I do that too. If I have if I have the other weapons, it's like, all right, I have this Masa in hand. Can I put it on one of the silly mages just so I can have the extra damage, so I don't have to burn charges? Okay.
And Thamnower is pulling up to Chaos here.
Inferna found some kind of stone dealing enemy down here in Sea Shrine.
There was a few. I know that.
And doesn't have enough pure potions, unfortunately.
Yeah, we only had the one to pick up one of our casters.
That's. I think I know the great white was doing some stone crap.
Oh, 10 hits for 470. That's some real damage now. That katana +3 seems to be doing better work than the
Than the Masa did.
yeah. Throwing out Brax.
If that Brax
Was it,
worked.
I was gonna say, does that work?
Yes, it can.
There's a chance, right? 3 and 256.
3 and 256, yeah. Oh, no more Brax.
Oh, it's okay. We got a Bane Sword.
Infinite.
Oh, Thanar picked up a power bonk at some point. That might be what's helping that katana out.
Ooh, that's very nice.
Oh, X were landed. Oh.
Yep. So Inferno now in go mode with all the shards required.
There it is. Chaos is down. Thanar side. GG's Thanar.
GG's.
Nope, that doesn't work, Inferno, unfortunately. No
Not
soft
with that
seer.
attitude. I can't raise them. They're stone. I said raise them. I want a walking I want a walking statue in my party.
Welcome in. GG's Thanar.
Hey, thank you. How about them everythings?
How about the mummies?
Yeah, them mummies. How about them? Don't
Oh,
like
boy,
them.
Tell me about it. When you're stuck with a black belt with a Bane sword and a red mage with Ice 2 Lightning 2, like
Ice too.
it's not good. You're not going anywhere.
I'm glad I talked myself out of the black belt.
Oh, it was fun. It was fun. It's still a challenge. But yeah, it was the beginning was just bad.
Oh yeah.
Let's just say
sit-
bad.
I looked at the blessings and I sat there and I seriously considered going thief, fighter, black belt, red mage.
I almost went solo black belt until Saracen told me it was oops all loose. I'm like, well, not doing that anymore.
Yeah.
Would have been a fun thing to do, and pretty awful to do against Chaos with how much absorbs he had.
Yeah. I was still looking for shards that I see people finishing and just why? How are you done already? Oh right. There's all of sea and half of Earth that I never touched. Of course they're further ahead than me.
Yeah, she had
Yeah.
6 shards total plus the 4 on Kraken, so 10 shards is almost in Sea Shining.
Oh man. I took the Sky Gambit because Sky provides and
Oh, I never went
got
to
this-
Ice Cave to get the chime.
yeah, I got the power bonk out of it. I'll take the power bonk.
Yeah. Ooh,
Oh, the Gasty's having
those
thunder.
gassies, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of things had a lot of nasty this run.
Sorry, that's a lot of experience for that fighter on the wet mage. I would exit out. Yeah, absolutely exit
Oh,
out.
at level 20, yeah.
Nope, we're gonna keep going.
I don't hate it. I wouldn't do it, but I'm me. I'm not Inferno.
Yeah, I feel like with that encounter, getting that much experience on your fighter and your white mage, exiting out and saving and then rediving makes sense because then you can run into another fight like this where you have more thunder on Gasties taking out the entire party again.
True.
Now we may exit. Maybe
No.
we're just gonna stand them up.
Yeah. And the problem we might run into is burning all of our resources before we can get into the lower parts of Topher.
Yeah.
Yeah, and with how low levels
Yeah.
the mages are, wouldn't be bad to go back and heal.
Yeah, we're down to
Yeah.
50 heal pots as well, so.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, no, definitely gotta go restock. Come on, Inferno, go restock.
Anyway.
I don't think we called out also. Luffy finished in 4th place off stream at 1 hour, 3 minutes, 45 seconds. Just a few minutes there before Siberian finished up.
I think Luffy went also black belt red mage like me, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe it was just the 2 of you, yeah.
You two crazy people. Yes. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. You two are insane, and I love it.
Oh, it was fine.
Obviously, you beat
It wasn't
me.
too bad. It wasn't too bad.
He has the experience on his side. We're just little ducks.
Yeah, I
Wa-
have
Watering
almost
our
4
way through the
years.
pond.
I have 4 years of FFR.
Fair. I've got a year,
Oh,
I think.
no.
Oh no. Oh,
Do
no,
we
got
now have
bounced.
exit charges?
Almost 4 years. In November is gonna be 4 years since I've joined.
That's a long time.
There's a lot of people that've been here way more than me.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. I'm still splashing around in the spawn. I'm still splashing in the pond. I'm having fun in my pond.
Oh yeah. Like even
You
in
get-
my first I was the 2020 Saracen, November 2020. I went into the Duckling boot camp in 2021, finished 8th, I think,
Nice.
in that boot camp. And yeah, climbed everything. Tried my best.
I only finished 20 minutes behind you, so I'm gonna take that as a win.
Oh yeah, no, for real. Even the seed was just awful. So some things were awful,
Yeah,
like
I made some.
the mummies, chaos itself, a few enemies with bad spells and scripts.
Yeah.
Like that,
I made
that wasn't an easy
I
seed.
made the. No, not at all. And I made the choice to, I'll try ordeals. I don't have warp charges, but I'll try ordeals anyway.
Oh, did you
Ordeals has
talk to?
nothing.
Did you talk to the hint givers?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, the hint givers, the hint giver and Gaia told you that Cube was in ordeals.
Was it cube?
So there was, yep.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. I'm thinking of something else then. I hadn't gotten to Gaia by the time I did ordeals before I picked up the airboat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I tried something. I tried to big brain and didn't pay off.
Yeah, I thought I big brained it because I dove Earth to get the floater and everything on that floor. Bounced, hit ordeals, got the airship, and started flying around. I did not fly around efficiently. I know that much. But thankfully, White Samurai strats pulled through.
Yeah.
When you got a Masa +3 and a White Mage with high vitality, throw an Opal bracelet on it, throw a ribbon on him, have fun.
Oh yeah.
And Lich 2 is down for Inferno.
Yay! Come on, Inferno, you can do it. I believe in you. No, you were going the right way the first time.
No.
The
Yep.
only thing I equipped on my red mage was a pro ring that I found and a silver bracelet, and that's it.
Yeah. The red mage got my
And the Mata.
thief's. The red mage got my thief's hand-me-downs.
Yeah, the red mage didn't need anything else. Red mage survived so many fights solo and got a bunch of XP early. Like
Oh,
every
nice.
mummy encounter, like only the red mage survived.
Yeah, your black belt was
Nice.
took a dirt nap for a good portion of the
Yup.
early game.
My red mage kept being a chicken.
Anyway, I need to go to bed. It's 10:30 for me, and
Same.
I need to be up at 5. So
Ooh, gross.
yep,
Yeah. Have a good night, buddy.
every day.
Yep. Good night.
GG's
have a good
again, everyone. Thanks for the race. It was fun as always, and I guess I'll see you for the next one. When is it? Saturday?
Monday.
Monday? Okay, it's Monday. All right. See you
As far as
Monday.
I know, I don't know if there's anything going on Saturday, but I'm a
Must
quacker.
be Monday.
I know Monday's the next boot camp race.
Yeah, it's, somewhere like that. Anyway, I'll see you guys there.
Have a good one.
Bye bye.
Have a good night. GG's again.
I am also gonna bow as well.
Night, Siberian.
Have a good night, Siberian.
So Furnace pulling up to carry 2.
I don't know what Carry 2 has.
Carry
Carry
2
2
has
has
punch.
punch.
Yeah.
Oh no, and no promo. Did people not find the tail in Volcano?
Yeah.
That
Was
was
it
in
just
the
me?
was in the far left room, I think, right?
Yep, the far left dead end room that nobody checks.
I mean, I check it and I'll lose. There's 5 chests in that room.
Exactly, and a spike towel that could be Agama's or an eye.
Yeah.
I didn't remember where it was.
Yep. I remember that. I remember I'm like, I'm gonna go out of my way to check these 5 chests. It's the tail. Okay, well I'm gonna go kill Carrie real quick and then go promo. Sadly, none of my Bracken Bane strats worked. Sad.
Yeah, having the Bane sword as your caster item is kind of weak.
Yeah, but you know, I didn't have the money to feed Lich's cake. I could not Bracken the Kraken. Couldn't Bane Tia. You saw my chaos fight.
Alright, Kraken, that's fine. I don't think our red mage has life casts. It's okay to take out the red mage.
I think the red mage had some life casts.
Yeah. Red Sage. Oh man. Love it.
Yeah, Sage is the greatest flag. Love it when it's on.
Yeah, wow. People went to Lefane. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been smart if I'd have did that. And I don't think I found the slab.
Slab was a toe flock chest,
Oh, so no, I didn't.
but I don't think we've seen either of our other runners turn it into them. Or if they did, it wasn't anything worth noting.
Probably pocket change.
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah, I'm. This was quite a seed. Did not expect.
Yep.
I jokingly thought I would pull a white samurai if I found the Masa because of the white mage vitality buff, and then I found the Masa, and then I found the katana.
Yeah, both the katana and the masa being essentially in the path. Very nice for not having to continuously check every single chest to find that one weapon that you want. Very nice. That's probably about the nicest part of the seed.
Yep. Inferno pulling up to chaos. Come on, you can do it. Heal up first. There.
Alright, Fog 2 strats going out. Does not look like we found Invis 2, so Fog 2, probably the best we can do there. Will help with that absorb. Not as great as 2 stacks of Invis would do, but it's better than nothing,
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh no, did the red mage buy saber? Oh no.
And that chaos just being
I
so
know.
absorbent.
It's terrible.
Yeah, it's absorbent and dodgy. Yeah, 5 hits for 170. Not gonna do it. Why are you buffing your red mage? What is that red mage holding? What are you going to have your red mage swing, Inferna? Oh.
Come on.
All day and
of
pray. Yeah.
course.
Oh no.
Ah.
Oh,
Ah.
that was a very low roll. That could have been it too, I think.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, that chaos was mean.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna follow suit with the other ones. I've got to be up early for work. But thanks for hanging out, guys, and commenting on our shenanigans. I hope I gave you
Yep,
something to talk
absolutely.
about.
Yeah, it was a good time.
No,
good
it was
time.
good.
Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah, you do the same. GG's.
Thanks.
Alright, I went ahead and opened up the seed in Hackster. Chaos rolled 119 defense, which vanilla is 100, so it's not like super high compared to vanilla, but compared to the rest of the fiends, it was a lot higher than most of them rolled.
I see.
Agility at 106 as well, so it's, I think it's roughly vanilla. Not sure, actually. Let's roll improved vanilla seed. I'm quite curious now. Yeah, 100 defense, 100 agility is vanilla chaos. So it did roll up, not as much as what it looked like. We're just getting very bad RNG rolls, it seems. Not having access to the temper as well. Definitely hurting us here. And I just checked. Temper rolled a level 8 guy. No, level 8 Lefane. Level 8 Gaia? It rolled level 8, so regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so are we taking a bit of a grind here, or are we just punching enemies as we go?
I think we've been doing kind of a walking grind here
Okay.
as we've been going, so I don't know if we're gonna try and exit this time, hold our levels a little bit, but
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about this is just we're using up resources, albeit we are using spells that we probably wouldn't be using against the fiends anyway, but still,
yeah, you don't really want to be using these resources up,
yeah.
unfortunately, but it's fine.
And then taking the time to take down these enemies with not saving the levels that we get from it. I lost my train of thought there.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, we're conserving resources this time. I like this a little bit better here.
Yeah, we know that the two earlier fiends don't have as much HP pool, so they'll be able to go down a lot of the lower damaging spells. So saving the nukes for later on makes sense there. Oh,
Yeah,
first
for
shot, you
sure.
guys.
Yeah, I think it's just rough because without the thief in the party, we can't really run as much.
Yeah. Yeah, the Fighter Week flags definitely showed me my appreciation for the thief more than I had before. I struggled a bit with figuring out, do I just throw out sweepers? Do I try and run? Do I do a mix of the two? Not having that thief really hurts. You can see it here in Topher specifically. All right, we're on Kraken 2 again. See how this goes. Throwing out Lip 3, Harm 3. Throwing it fast out onto the fighter.
Ooh. Oh my gosh.
Oh, jeez.
That is just terrible luck.
And it landing on all 4 of them, too, the odds.
Right.
I mean, I know we don't
that's
have
just
ribbon,
terrible.
but, like...
I mean, there were 2 people who it could have, been fine.
Right.
More cowbell.
On the plus side, this is giving Inferno a chance to map out the Temple of Fiends floors. Getting used to Long Topher. So there's always an upside to these things. I know, switching back to Long Topher after doing Mid Topher for the entirety of Winter Tournament, I have to talk myself through it every time now. It's Jim. Kim and Jim. The Arrow Twins.
This is a reference that's going over my head.
I'm just making stuff up. I promise. It means nothing.
All right, that makes me feel ever so slightly better.
And if it is something, somebody fill me in on what it actually is too, because I don't think it's actually anything. All right, Carrie 2, be kind to us. It's not really being kind, Carrie. Tornado is not kind. Was it the Wissahags or the Red Sahags earlier that were the that threw the nukes out? I don't remember.
What was that?
I remember one of the Sahags throwing nukes out earlier on in Sea Shrine, but I don't remember which one it was.
I thought it was the regular Sahags.
Oh, okay. Then we won't see those here.
Because I thought...
Waters with cremate. Jeez. A 6-pack of waters with cremate could be devastating.
Yeah.
It was the Wissahags.
Oh, it
Gross.
was. That's terrible. Oh.
Alright, pulling in a Kraken 2.
Yep.
It's like we're gonna try and nuke Kraken 2 down. Might be low on our fast resources for chaos. Oh, we have three charges of fast there. Okay. There's a big swing. Take Kraken 2 out.
Sweet.
We're running into an area where heal pots are starting to get to be a bit of a finite resource. Down to 26 pre-tier 2. I do believe we have a few cure spells, though, that we can use
Yeah,
before we get into chaos.
Picked up some.
Yeah, we have cure 3 there. So swing nuke fast.
Ooh.
TOT
Damage
throwing up.
poison.
Yeah, damage
Really-
poison is not fun to see.
Really rough.
And
Ooh, and then
nuclear.
followed by nuclear.
Oh, jeez. All right,
We
we're
made
through.
it through. but at what cost?
Yeah. Like I said, we do have. We have a decent number. The heal pots probably we get this fighter up. We have cure 3s that we can use on the rest of our party. I don't think we picked up a heal 3 or heal 2 charge anywhere.
And from the worms. There we go.
All right, someone got us away.
There we go. Much better.
All right, pulling the chaos again. We're gonna nuke. We're gonna nuke. We're gonna fast. Saving that life 2 charge on the red mages just in case. Tier 3 on the fighter, and another nuke coming out.
Ooh. And just one-shot the red mage.
And taking out our other life caster with Blizzard.
Yeah. Just aim pray-ish here.
Yeah, we have 2 more charges of nuke. And never mind. Chaos says no nuke casts for you. There's the nuclear.
That Cure 3 going off is going to have turned out to have been pretty good. 16. We swing, and it's not enough, unfortunately.
Blaze comes out.
And
Yeah, I
then
think-
Inferno does DNF there, so we'll pull them in. GG's, Inferno.
GG's Inferno. That ending there was a bit rough.
If I had had a little more levels on the fighter, he might have been able to pull through the first time I got there, but it was just me in the second.
Yeah. So I know you're a little new with this, so I'd throw a recommendation out. If you run through Topher and you find after 2 dives that it's not going as well as you had hoped, you can always take a floor 3 Topher grind. There's some pretty nice, decent packs there. I saw you take a few encounters along the way. The Gasties are the big ones. As you saw, they gave like 11,000 experience for the whole party. Take a few encounters of those, get your levels up. You have exit or warp. You can pop out, drop a house, and then dive back in, holding onto those levels. It really helps push through that end game.
Yeah, I thought about that. I also saw the Gasties did an absurd amount of damage.
Yes,
The first
they had
time I
that
walked
thunder.
into them, they killed two people instantly. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's also the metal slime packs. There's the dragons that you'll see, the zombie dragons, the white dragons. They're also very good for experience packs. I believe floor 1 or floor 2 have those. There's also the worms, the purple worms that you see. Those are also great for experience as well. There's a lot of really good experience packs that you can take in the first 3 floors of Topher. So yeah, like I said, if you find yourself struggling with Chaos or even with one of the 2 later fiends, Kraken or Tia, stopping, taking a bit of a grind on those floors, exiting out, saving, and then heading back in with a higher level really makes a difference.
Yeah, I figured that after the second dive didn't get me in anywhere, but at
Yeah.
that point it was already an hour 40.
Right.
So I was just
Yeah.
gonna take the next swing attempt, and then that'd be it.
Yeah, understandable
I
completely.
mean, it was a pretty good attempt. Like,
Oh, it was very,
got,
very solid.
you got pretty close, so
Chaos just decided
Yeah.
it wanted to be skill happy there at the end and party
Yeah.
wipe, which is very unfortunate.
Yeah. Yeah, I had saved a few more spell resources the
Mhm.
third time through to try to just throw them all at chaos, and he was like, "No, you die."
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, GG's for sticking it out. That was like so it was um, bit of a rough bit of a rough start, a bit of a rough ending there for a lot of people there. So let's start with the spells being what they were, the items being placed where they were, forcing you to go back and forth. Um, Definitely not the best
Yeah,
seed.
I didn't think the items, while annoying, wasn't the worst thing until it came down to the hunt for the canoe.
Yep. Yeah, and the
Like,
canoe being like
yeah,
four
the others
items
were
deep.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, the others were fine, and it was like, oh, great, I got the floater. Awesome. I don't need to. Oh wait, I can't get to the floater. Dang. I still have to keep opening boxes. That's why I went back into Earth, because I when I saw the floater, I was like, oh hey, I'm good. I can now fly to other places. That's why I skipped the floor above Vampire. One
Hmm.
one of the floors right around Vampire. I skipped it and then went as I finished the floor, I went, oh wait. I still need the canoe.
Might be something here I need still. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That's why I walked back in and I think it had like, I was going to just reset out of it if there was nothing there, and the final item was a decent piece of armor. I was like, all right, I'll exit out and keep it.
Yeah, so I think that kind of finishes us up for the night. We'll move on to final thoughts. So, in front of any final thoughts for us?
Uh, I mean, right up until the final three fiends decided to be very mean, that was a fun seed.
Yeah, I mean, you seem to have a pretty good time with it up until Topher decided to be mean.
Yeah, I think I was looking at what, like a 120, 130, which would have been okay.
Yeah, yeah,
And
something like that.
then I got bounced out.
Yeah. All right, Mecklin, any final thoughts for us?
Just GG's to all the runners. Thanks for crew coming out tonight. Me and Sofnum hopping in the booth tonight, and we got Fabian taking over the restream and Ale doing our tracking. I know Fabian was helping out a bit with the tracking there as well. Thanks Final Fantasy Randomizer channel for hosting us tonight. Thanks to the Duckling Dons for putting on the event, the Duckling Boot Camp. Without you guys, there wouldn't be a Duckling Boot Camp.
Yep. Thanks, everybody. And if you like what you see, come join us at FinalFantasyRandomizer.com. There you will find the randomizer itself, links to the wiki, which will have all the information you need to get started playing, and also links to the Discord. We are a friendly bunch, I promise. I know every community says that, but we're pretty friendly. So come on down, play with us. This is a perfect time to join. We have the Duckling Boot Camp going on. You can just kind of watch the lessons and run in the races and have a good time. So for all of us here at Final Fantasy Randomizer, thank you for watching and good night.
Good night, all.